This Wealth Wednesday, we are focused on women and wealth with investment specialist Yvonne Delry and wealth associate Taylor Alber from First Ontario Credit Union and Aviso Wealth. So welcome, Taylor. First time on the show. Yvonne, let's get started with you. How have things changed for women in the finance industry?
Yeah, so last month was International Women's Day, so we wanted to just kind of talk about the successes that women have had, and specifically in the workforce and with finance. So I brought in my colleague Taylor Alber just to kind of join in on the discussion and give her perspective on things. She's in the finance industry as a financial advisor, but I think it's interesting to also note that in the world of financial advisors, only 15 to 20% are females. And then when I was doing some research on this, there was a couple of other stats that I found were interesting and show the progress of females. So by 2028, it's expected that women will control $4 trillion in assets, which is up from $2.2 trillion in 2023. And women are expected to control about half of the assets, which is up from about a third a decade ago. I think what is also interesting to note is that it is forecasted that women, or 90% of women, will control all of their assets at one point in their life.
Yeah.
This is interesting because prior to 1964, women could not open up a bank account in their own name without having their husband or a significant other male authorize that. So those are some of the progresses that we've seen.
So we have come a long way, but there's still a ways to go. And Taylor, how do you see things in your industry, women in the workforce?
Yeah, so we wanted to talk about women's participation in the workforce. Stats Canada reported in 2021 that 83.9% of Canadian women aged 25 to 64 participated in the workforce, which is an increase from 52.3% in 1976. We do still see challenges in the workforce, such as disparity in income and being underrepresented in leadership roles compared to our male counterparts. As we do continue to see participation and assets held by women increase, it's anticipated that we will see an increase in the flow of assets to investment accounts.
Right, and sometimes it just feels better to, like as a woman, having a woman advisor, because it's like you kind of get where I'm coming from in some ways. Not to say that a woman advisor is best in all situations or a man advisor is best in all situations.
Right. And we also wanted to talk about as well women's approach to investing. Women,
it's different.
Yeah, women tend to be more focused on financial security rather than prosperity. Women are concerned with their ability to meet their financial obligations, maintaining a secure lifestyle, and the welfare of their children.
Yeah, so and I think the other thing that we wanted to note is the longevity of women as well, right? So Stats Canada says that women outlive men by about 4 years. This is also compounded by the fact that many women choose older partners, right? So in the last part of their life, they can live 10 to 15 years by themselves. So this creates some challenges when it comes to income and expenses, because income can decrease, but expenses don't decrease at the same proportion. So to meet some of these challenges, women become more financial literate now. They are seeking out the help of financial advisors to kind of help them through this journey, right? So these are all the progressions, and I think that women should become involved, or both spouses should become involved in the family finances early on.
Yes.
So as we go through International Women's Day and we look at things like this, we should look at the successes of women and keep the discussion going. You know my tagline, dream, wine, and cheese.
Okay, Yvonne and Taylor, thanks very much for coming in. We'll get the links up on our website at chch.com.